Crystal Palace have made it 2 trips to Wembley and 2 trophies won as they've defeated Liverpool in the Community Shield on penalties after drawing the game 2-2 in regular time. This was an absolutely fascinating encounter because this was not the script. This was not part of the script. Liverpool come into this season as overwhelming favorites for the Premier League. They've had a ridiculous transfer window. It doesn't appear to be anywhere near over as they continue to pursue Alexander Isak and Marc Guehi. But it's actually to Marc Guehi's team that they've lost to today. And look, I don't want to say Liverpool were bad. I think there were actually patches of this game where Liverpool looked quite impressive, to be honest with you, right? In the first half in particular, the first 5 minutes, they looked irresistible. Ekitike took his goal incredibly well. We'll speak a little bit about Ekitike, right? But they looked good there. Yes, they equalized shortly after Palace, but then they got their foot back in the game. Liverpool went into the second half 2-1 up, and they were cruising. Honestly, Kerekes was making these crazy good inverted runs that quite clearly Palace couldn't live with, because then it left a man out wide very, very open, and they were really popping it around Palace. And in the second half as well too, I thought Liverpool started where they left off, because the first 10 minutes of the second half was all Liverpool. Ekitike had a huge chance to put this game out of sight in the second half, then had another chance, and Liverpool just looked like they were on the up and the up and the up. And then something happened, right? I think Liverpool got very, very complacent very, very quickly. I don't want to take any credit away from Palace because they had to capitalize on that, but Liverpool allowed Palace a way back into this game simply by just being lazy on the ball. How many times today did we see Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones or Gakpo just honestly sit on the ball maybe a second longer than they should have, or just really show a lack of urgency that previously was quite clearly evident on display before that? They allowed Palace just a way back into the game, and the more Palace seemed to win the ball off them and win the ball into these dangerous positions and then start playing guys in transition, the Palace crowd just continued to get louder and louder and louder and louder. And this is the first game I've watched Palace live, right? This is the first time I've been to any kind of Palace environment. Their fans are incredible. Their fans are ridiculous. And the minute these guys start kind of getting into the game, it's like a 12th man for them, especially the way Palace play. They feed off emotion. Every single time they get a set piece, you see Mateta boosting up the crowd. So I felt that the minute Liverpool almost started to take their foot off the pedal and Palace started to capitalize on it, the game was only kind of heading one way. And it was just a matter of whether Palace could take advantage or not.